Hi Scorpio, Sun, Moon and Rising. Welcome back to Reading the Signs Tarot. This is your astrology profile and tarot reading for March 2020. And what a month is going to be for Scorpio. You're really going to enjoy this month, particularly if the Mercury retrograde has left you for a loop emotionally. It's really affected the water signs in terms of their emotional sludge. You know, the things that you've been holding on to emotionally are coming out. Things are being revisited to be sorted through. The bits of yourself that you suppress to continue with your life, to move forward. And as a fixed sign, Scorpio, particularly as the fixed water sign, you can, of course, hold on to things. And whenever you are most holding on to things that have hurt you, you, of course, become that fixed water mode of ice, and you shut down and you become quite cold, and that can be Aquarius season for many Scorpios. But it's more so to do with the Mercury retrograde. Now Mercury does retrograde back into Aquarius on the 4th, but it goes direct on the 9th and re-enters Pisces on the 16th, so there will be a lot of revisiting for you emotionally, but it will feel better. You will feel better, particularly as on the 4th of March Venus enters Taurus, and Venus is very comfortable in Taurus for everyone, but for you guys in particular, well, for us as a Scorpio, for you in particular, Scorpio, it's going to do wonders for your romantic life if a partnership is what you're seeking. It's very much to do with your other half, relationships that you're already in improve, the likelihood of going into a relationship becomes a lot higher. So if you are looking for love, if you have it on your vision board or it's what you're looking to manifest, it's a great time to do so. Even if you're not looking to do so, Pisces season makes you that little bit more enchanting, and Venus in Taurus will give that extra oomph. And as if that wasn't enough, because it's never enough, Scorpio vibes, the full moon in Virgo on the 9th occurs in a side of the sky for you that is to do with your wish fulfillment and your friendships. Any friendship issues that you're going through will come to a head if they haven't already. And I feel as though with the full moon in Virgo, it's kind of an accumulation of an actual wish coming true. Because with Venus in Taurus, it's going to make aspects with Uranus, which is also in Taurus, and a surprise development, particularly romantically. But it could be business. Something very unexpected and very exciting is happening for Scorpios in March. Something that you're really going to like. Ooh, the moon. Okay. Right off the bat, we have Pisces energy. Pisces season. Makes a lot of sense. Full moon in Virgo, very well aspected for you, considering your ruling planets, Mars and Pluto, are both in Capricorn, pushing you to be, ooh, Six of Cups, pushing you to be more sentimental, more open with your feelings. It's in the communication sector of the sky for you, but I feel like somebody's secret infatuation with you, somebody that hasn't been able to let you go, it can't remain a secret any longer. Perhaps that's what you wished for. There's an element of serendipity with the moon and the Six of Cups. Perhaps some of you are hoping to reunite with a lover or ease tensions with a lover. Perhaps some of you think you found your soulmate and just want to push things forward. Very romantic right off the bat. Oh, the lovers just popped out. Well, well, Scorpio, if it isn't the astrology playing out perfectly in the cards. Six of Cups and the lovers, that's quite a soulmate combination. Of course it is. Secret love can no longer remain a secret. Someone who has feelings for you can no longer hold it in. Ooh, 10 of Swords. Interesting. And the Six of Pentacles. For some of you that are in romantic relationships where there is a lot of pain, a lot of suffering, or you are having trouble letting go of someone that caused you a lot of pain. The key to giving that pain away is to give more to yourself. You think that if you start shutting down and taking away your love or your attention or whatever it is from everyone, you think it's going to get better, but it's actually not. That Ten of Swords is there to remind you, Scorpio, that whatever comes into your life, as beautiful as it is, can be taken away from you in seconds if you get into that mindset. You know? Ten of Swords. Ouch. King of Swords and the Seven of Pentacles. I see. For those of you that are dealing with an air sign, an Aquarius, Libra, or a Gemini, I think for some of you, there is, Empress, gorgeous. I think there is an emphasis in your career as well as with air signs. Anything in your life where you have to be that practical mindset that the Capricorn energy is pushing us all to do. Anything that doesn't have any reciprocity, isn't paying off, isn't working out. I think the retrograde is showing you that, and you're deciding to cut some stuff out. And I think you're finally, yes, Ace of Wands. I think for a lot of you, you're finally ready to let go of someone who really was, for want of a better word, cold. Someone who mirrored the ice part of you. You find that intriguing, but also very hurtful. And that's an important lesson for any Scorpio to learn, that other people can match your dark side. And whenever it happens to you, you can feel really very upset. There's the idea, I think it was Linda Goodman that said when a young Scorpio is born, you have to give them a boomerang for them to throw to see that it all comes back. So if you're thinking of infiltrating Ten of Swords energy into your life by being vengeful or by being deceitful, please don't do it, because it will come back. And I think you've something really quite lovely here that you would be better enjoying rather than going into a Ten of Swords mentality where you want to hurt people. It's quite polarizing, but isn't Scorpio always? And Saturn entering Aquarius in the 29th for you, of course it's going to go back into Capricorn this year, but for now, with the Aquarian energy that is incoming, particularly as Mars moves there on the last day of the month, you will have to focus on being the king or queen of your own castle, or really looking after your own space, learning how to play nice with your family even when you find them quite temperamental and quite troubling. There's still things that need to be ironed out as far as family issues go. But I think you're going to take the slow and steady approach with Saturn moving there, and I think that will be very appreciated by everyone involved. Let's going to clarify this Ten of Swords. Four of Pentacles. Okay, I see. Well, I wouldn't be telling you anything you didn't already know if I said that you are trying to protect yourself from a Ten of Swords moment. And you are very much shutting down and becoming that fixed ice where you think, I can't have this. This can't happen. I couldn't go through this again. I can't go through that again. There's so much to think about, so many emotions to contemplate. But what about what you want? If you just consider for a moment, Scorpio, what it is that you want, I think you are very likely going to get it if it's romantic. In fact, I think if it's romantic, it's a pretty sure bet, Scorpio, that you're going to get what it is that you want, albeit maybe not in the package you anticipated. I think you're still going to get what it is that you want. That Ten of Swords doesn't mess around though. And with the Four of Pentacles, it means that if financially you're trying to get away with something you shouldn't, you're probably going to have to sort that out very quickly in March. However, if it is an emotional issue and you're trying to protect yourself by shutting yourself off from the world, you will waste a month that could give you just about everything that you would like. If you're still dealing with the pain from an air sign or somebody who was very emotionally cold, as I said, the key is to actually give more energy to yourself, more time to yourself, more to people that you love, people that you like. The Empress energy and the Lovers and the Moon combined are so fertile and so beautiful and alluring and enchanting, and they are much stronger than the Ten of Swords. The Ten of Swords is saying that this cycle you have of hurting yourself over and over and over and over by choosing unsuitable candidates, people that seem very successful and intellectual and interesting but are emotionally cold, or someone who's very exciting and alluring but again emotionally vacant, it's not going to balance you out. The Six of Pentacles in the middle makes you think maybe they will balance me out because I'm so emotional. That's fine that you're so emotional. Nobody's ever said that's a bad thing, and anyone that tells you that your emotions are toxic or you're overreacting by saying how you feel is not the person you're meant to be with, and you have to accept that and stop shutting off for the sake of people like that. Remain open, remain like the Empress, remain loving, adoring, caring of the people that you hold dear. Nurture those relationships and see how quickly a spark comes up, even financially. Or if you are hoping to, because the Empress and the Ace of Wands is a very fertile energy, and Pisces season, of course, for you is the 5th house of children. Well, if you're looking to have a child with your significant other, again, the key is to focus on what you already have, the relationship you have with them, the giving, the receiving, and the love. The Empress knows how to receive, but she also knows how to create her own abundance. She knows how to use what she has. She knows how to enchant others just by being comfortable in her own skin. And it might take a little bit of work, Scorpio, but you very much are the enchantress in March. And I think Mercury retrograde, yes, is showing you a couple of people from your past, possibly maybe one person from your past who's really, really, really hurt you. And whether or not that works, again, if that is what you guys choose to do, depends on your emotional compatibility and nothing else. And if you're completely single and you don't want to go back to anybody from the past, there seems to be a love that is from the past, but probably not this lifetime. But you recognize them instantly. Your souls know each other well, and it feels quite delicious. We'll figure out who that is in the extended. For some of you, it very well may be a Libra, or a Taurus, or a Pisces, or a Gemini. But it's delightful. Something very exciting is sparking. And the Virgo, ooh, the mouse. The Virgo full moon will indeed, and the tarantula, I think this came up for Scorpio last month. The Virgo full moon, because the 11th house is a lot to do with communications and online activity. So if you're thinking of online dating, I think for some of you that could be very successful. What I'm seeing more than anything, Scorpio, I really hope you can't hear my washing machine in the background. Apologies if you can. Nothing kills the vibes more than the washing machine draining itself, but whatever. If you're interested in receiving it, Scorpio, I think it seems very much as though somebody has very special feelings for you that were possibly not obvious until this point. The tarantula and the mouse, you know how tarantulas are very much, they play dead, and we had that energy last month, Scorpio, about you playing dead. And this month, I don't want you to play dead. because this is you playing dead and you're shutting yourself off from what is now coming in and what is safe to open yourself up to. With the mouse here, I think there is certainly someone around you who themselves is playing dead, and they could very well have Scorpio in their chart. That could be why. But with the mouse energy, I think someone's really very timid with you and very enchanted. You're kind of their cheese, you know. You're the big cheese. It's as if someone's really very enchanted with you and really very shy. I want to hedge my bets and say it could be a Pisces or a Gemini. But, of course, it will be different for each person. I think for a lot of Scorpios, there is some sort of secretive element to their love lives that is going to really reveal itself in March. That I think could be quite special. And unfortunately for others of you that have situations in love that are no longer fulfilling or reciprocal, I think you're going to go. But I don't think it's going to leave you lacking. I think it's actually going to give you this Empress and the Ace of Wands energy, which is very new, very exciting, and very abundant. But I do think, Scorpio, that as much as you want to play dead and you want to shut yourself away and you want to hide from these connections, I think you would be, well, I think you'll be pleasantly surprised at how that pans out in March. Ooh, let's get an oracle card. Ooh. Okay. Mirror. Who or what is triggering you? Priestess. How are you being called to step up and lead? And the ever unfolding rose. Cracked open. It's happening for you, not to you. Your attitude this month, Scorpio, is quite key to what is going on around you. The mirror card, for whom or what is triggering you, feels very much as though you will be quite shaken by how things turn out this month. And with the Priestess energy, how you being called to step up and lead, I think your intuition will guide you to what it is that you have to do. I think that you're possibly being triggered into a state of reaction rather than action. And I think your reaction is to shut yourself off from the beauty that's unfolding around you in March. And you don't want to see the opportunities. But I think honestly that there seems to be something very magical going on in the love department for Scorpios. You just have to make sure that you don't shut yourself off in the process of something beautiful because you're still hung up on the person that gave you nothing. Don't let them in if they're going to take your future away from you, your future being with somebody who supports you and makes you feel like an empress and who works things through with you and can give you the thing that you want most from someone. It all seems to be on the table. I'm going to go into the extended Scorpio. The link will be listed below if you want to join me there, and I will see you guys in the next set of readings. I am actually going to be releasing at the same time as this a what will Mercury retrograde bring you video, Scorpio, so it will be specific to your sign, so I'm going to link that down below as well. And yeah, I will see you guys in the extended.